we have arguably, in my opinion, the nicest new Edge Mustang in the entire world in the garage today. This was a car that was just finished by Bipolar Performance. It's going to PRI in 3 days, and I got like 5 days worth of work to do to it. So kind of give you guys a rundown on this car real quick and take you along as we get it ready for PRI. It's going to be shown in the 3030 Autosports booth. It has two different sets of wheels on it. On the passenger side, it's got the drag pack. The other side, it's got the street wheels. It is an amazing build. This car is insane. This car's crazy, guys. Saturday night right now, about 8:30, and I'm basically going to work on this as much as I can, sleep a little bit between now and when it leaves for PRI on Tuesday morning around 7 a.m. So give you guys a quick rundown here before I start making Clear Coat fly. But this car is awesome. I'm really stoked that Joe Bipolar trusted me as the guy to get this car ready for its debut at PRI. You will have already seen it. I won't release this video until after PRI. Get some video at PRI with it in the booth. But this is an insane build, guys. They built some awesome stuff. Joe built a killer Fox body a few years ago, and this is the next evolution from Bipolar, but this car is nuts. All right, guys, here's a quick look at the car before we get to work. Paint needs quite a bit of work. It just has some marring in the clear coat. Has a carbon roof, has a carbon deck lid, has a carbon hood. There's definitely some, some scratches in this car just from it being worked on, being in the shop. But I think we can make it look pretty sick. Show you guys the interior. They killed it on this interior. It's FT600 in there. They Frenched all everything into the dash. It's so sick. MPI wheel they had custom wrapped in the same color as the car. It's got paddle shifters on it because it is a 6R80 car. Everything on this car that would be ABS plastic is now actual carbon. Really cool. Coyote powered. It's got a big force induction turbo on it. The turbo kit is insane with these pie cuts. But we'll be polishing all of this. Everything under here. We'll be coating everything. Everything under the hood is going to get ceramic coated. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do to make all this perfect. But we're going to do our best to make it as flawless as possible. You can see this side has a different set of wheels on it than the other side. I love how the exhaust comes out right here. So killer. All the bulkheads in here are just, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just, this car's insane, guys. It's crazy. They absolutely killed it on this. It looks super nice, but if you really get into it from a show car standpoint, we got a lot of work to do. Even the badges are all custom done. So yeah, I'm gonna work for a few hours tonight, and we'll pick back up tomorrow morning, guys. We'll get a strategy together. I did just measure this car, every panel, everything that I can measure. Car is anywhere between 7.5 and 14 mils of paint on it, so there's tons of clear on it, so I'm not too worried about getting really aggressive with it. It's more of a time issue with this car. We have so much time, so I can't go super crazy. We just got to get it as perfect as we can with the time that we have. So I'm going to quit talking, and I'm going to get to work tonight. We'll pick back up tomorrow morning. We'll get after it. Here we go, day 2. It's about 7:30 on Sunday morning. We are gonna get cracking here. This is gonna be my plan on the test panel. I'm gonna run a DA fine microfiber pad with Shoal shock to cut. This is a really heavy abrasive cutting compound. Then we're gonna run Ultra Cut from CarPro on a blue foam pad. And then we're gonna do Essence on a DA fine pad. I might change this up. I might go to a 4-stage, and then this will move down, and we might run Fixer or maybe even Clear Cut on this pad. We'll see how many marks we still have after this. But right now, for our first test panel, this is going to be the plan, and we're going to do this back fender and see what we get. Alright, here's that panel. Overall, I think that program is going to be pretty good for most of the car. There are, like I said, there are some trouble spots where there's some heavier marring just from it being in the shop, but overall, I think that's going to be a decent program to get us close. Definitely brought out some gloss. So yeah, back to work. Alright, we got this half of the hood polished. You can see there's the carbon, then there's this pinstripe, and then there's the paint. So they obviously pinstriped this and they cleared the entire hood, including the carbon. So really cool look right there. But the carbon's polishing up awesome. It looks killer. There was a few pretty deep scratches around this, probably from them installing it, but all that came out. Just had to mow it down a little bit more than everything else. I just finished polished the roof, and I mean, look at this. It looks so deep. I cannot wait to see what this looks like when we get the coating on it. A lot of clear off the roof. There was 2 big scratches kind of right here. So I hammered this roof, and man, it looks crazy. All the carbon, just, it looks so good against this blue. It's killer. This side of the car done. Deck lid is done. Rear bumper is done. So I'm gonna start on that side. The whole front of it's got to get done. The other side of the hood, the whole front end. And we got to polish under the hood. We got to polish parts of the motor. So my goal tonight, I'm probably gonna work till midnight tonight, and then I'm gonna get up early tomorrow and just let her rip. Alright guys, been spending the last 2 hours under the hood here. When this thing first pulled in just under normal lights, the top of this intercooler looked fine. As As soon as I got an inspection light out and on it, it had pigtails all over it. You know, normally these intercoolers are hidden, so they probably just hit it real fast with a rotary to get a little shine on it. You know, normally it's tucked underneath. So I did everything I could. I'm not an aluminum polish expert by any means. So what I did in this tight area, I polished this the best I could. It looks a lot better than it did. So I guess that's what we call the detailing curse. Done under the hood, and move on to other stuff. It's about 1 o'clock, so I got about 3 hours left that I'm giving myself to actually polish. So I'll get as much as I can done. You know, I would probably spend more time on this top of this if I had time, but you know, I gotta do the stuff that's important right now. That's, you know, the most crucial to get this thing done and ready for. Went around it, did a little spot check, found a couple spots that I took out, and then went around the whole car with a eraser, get any residue off, and ready to go. Doing Cerakote. If you watch my video of the Corvette, this is what we put on the Corvette. What's going on here? So we're gonna get after it. All right, guys, here we go. I'm gonna do this panel. One thing I do like about this coating is that it takes 5 minutes to set up. So I found that you can do a little bit bigger panels than you could with other stuff that cures a lot faster. So I'm gonna do this quarter panel. Wait 5 minutes. See how it does. If you haven't watched the other video, the difference with the ceramic is you absolutely douse the pad. All right, now we wait 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes. It's really starting to sweat a bunch, so it's time to come off. 2-towel method, level, polish. Let's get it. Yes, sir. All right, boys and girls. It's late Monday night. This is getting picked up tomorrow morning, but it is done and it looks killer. I'll flip the camera around here, give you a minute or two of just to take it in, and then we'll get some video of it at PRI in a couple days. But you gotta check this thing out. car is out of here. It's heading to PRI. It's kind of a bummer. It was snowing when we had to put it in the trailer, but those guys know what to do once they get it down there to get it looking perfect again. We wiped it off before we sent it, but yeah, Cerakote looked really good on it. The gloss level's just crazy with that coating, so for a show car, I think it's an awesome option. The verdict is still out on if I'll be putting it on customer cars that are daily driven. We'll see. I got a couple test panels going right now. We'll see how that holds up, but for now, probably still be CarPro, D-Corts, and SIC for the majority of vehicles that leave here that are getting daily driven. But show cars, I think it's a great option for now, and let you guys know how it does for daily driven stuff that's going to see a bunch of car washes. All right, off to PRI. Here we go. Alright guys, that's it. We're back from PRI. It was a hell of a show. Got to see so much cool stuff, hang out with a bunch of cool people. You know the drill. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace!